Okay children, today we shall be looking into our economics first lesson, the story of village Palampur. This village we have taken because, let us go with the introduction. Economics, first and foremost, economics is a different subject we are going to deal in standard 9. Till 8th standard we did not read anything about economics. And when we say economics, what exactly is this economics? It is something dealing with your money, something dealing with your transactions, something dealing with your sectors, something it is going on with your production, how you are going to sell it, what are the profits coming, everything, whatever is related to your money matters and your business. You're putting something in your business and you're going to get it back in as your profits or losses. All these calculations will be coming in the subject of your economics. Here we are going to start our economics. So this first lesson is a very basic start. It's like the village Palampur. It's only an example we have taken. It is a hypothetical village. It's just an imaginary village. There is no such kind of existence. We do have. When you're reading this lesson, you'll come to know that these kind of villages we have in our country. But it is just an example here. You are not relating this as might be somebody is related to and you are staying in Palampur. Nothing to do with that particular exact Palampur village. It's just an example. And here, this Palampur, it's in a place. This is a place. And you can see on the other side, after a particular distance of 30 to 40 kilometers away, it is having Raiganj. On the other side, it is having Shahpur. And this is how the village existence we are going to read here. And this is your overview. I'm just giving you an overview. And related to this lesson, in this overview, you are not going to get any questions. Nothing, they are not going to ask who is the other side, who is on the other side, where is Raiganj, what is Raiganj doing. These questions will not be coming in your examination. But based on this overview, you will be having the rest of the lesson. So what this overview is, there is a village. And on the other side you have Raiganj and this side you have a small town, it is Shahpur. And these two villages or these three places are connected with a road. And this is known as all-weather road. You might have studied in your science. What is all-weather road? The road which can sustain in every kind of weather. You might be seeing whenever there is a rain or in your rainy seasons in your streets, the roads are getting damaged. But you can see the highways and the expressways, they don't get damaged that very easily. And immediately they are repaired also. The high quality is used there. So, the road which can sustain itself in all the weathers, every kind of weathers, that is known as generally the highways, the bypass, expressways, these are used with the high quality material. So they are high all-weather roads with high quality material. Here also these two villages are connected or three villages are interconnected with this all-weather roads. You can even see these roads, it is right from the small bullock cart to the heaviest one, the tractors, the trucks are been traveling here. The passengers are moving, the goods are being moved, the cargo is being moved. So the road is being used vigorously. And you can see this Palampur is a agricultural village. And this agricultural village, every season they have their sowing and harvesting going on. And after harvest, these products, they don't sell the product in the same market. So they want some other higher market, so they will be selling in the nearby. You can even see that Raiganj is little bigger village, so it is a town, bigger town here, city here. So they are having a bigger market. So the materials from the other small areas will be going to the larger market. So they require a proper road facility. The communication, transportation facility is properly maintained. So the government provides that and it goes there. When you are talking about Palampur, it is an agricultural village. The main basic activity there is agriculture. For that, what are the things basically we require? Like we require water pump sets. We require the fertilizers, we require the HYV seeds. The better production can come out of that one. These to be provided in that. The village should have the water facility like it has rivers and all it should have. The basic water facility, the groundwater facility should be proper. Palampur also is having these all things. The village is a small one with nearly about 450 families, and it says like nearly about 80 families are little well-to-do families. They have good houses with bricks and cemented ones, and rest of little of the other half will be of little middle class, and 1/3 of the population is of Dalit, which stays away from the village, and it is in the very minimum, the privileges are not available, and like it is the mud house, thatched house, in those kind of houses those Dalits stay, and they are the actual workforce. We can say they are the laborers. We have a topic here, from where do we get the laborers for such kind of works? So the people from the very lower areas or lower standards come or become the laborers for the working class, or for to go on with your agricultural part. So this is the overview of your village Palampur. We shall be going with the organization of production. In 8th standard we have a topic saying, in science we have factors of production. What are the factors of production? The same thing, the word is organization of production, but we shall be talking about it as factors of production. We have main 3 factors of production: land, labor and capital. That is what we have read. But now in the 9th standard, this capital will be talking like it is physical capital. So land. Land becomes a very important part here, as whatever you want to do, not only the agricultural part, rather if it all I am in a business, I want to start a business. What can I do? What is the first one I want there? What is the factor I want there to start a business? Of course it becomes a land. It is on the land I have to put my business, I have to put my infrastructure, my building, my machinery, anything. And the same way for your agriculture as well. Where are you going to have your production there? Where are you going to grow where are you going to sow the seeds? These all things again matters to the first point, that is land. The second one goes with the labor. The people have to work. You have a land there. It is very fertile, but the labor is not available. So what is the use of the land? So these all a combination of only will become a factor of production, or else the production is not possible. The second one becomes labor, that we want somebody to work there on the land according to the technology, using all the equipments and all. We want somebody to work, and that becomes your labor. The second one is labor. Clear? The third one is capital. We have learnt about only capital, land, labor, capital, land, labor, capital. But here we are using a particular word, that is physical capital. This physical capital means something which is required to get the things go on. Any kind of your capital it is required. That physical capital, if at all I have a land, or to get a land, I require a capital. That capital is known as your physical capital, which gives a movement, for your production, which gives a settlement there. In physical capital, we have 2 types. It's fixed capital and working capital. We shall be talking about fixed capital. What are fixed capitals now? I want to start a business. I want to start my agriculture. I am a farmer. I want to start my own agriculture. Then the first one I have to do is I should buy a land. I bought a land. Then what is that land then? I gave 1 lakh rupees and bought a land. So my 1 lakh rupees have been transformed into a fixed one. Now I can move that one. If I have 1 lakh rupees in my hand, I can give 10 rupees here, 20 rupees here, 50 rupees here. I can move my money. This is liquid money. But the land has become fixed. My 1 lakh has got converted into a fixed form. It can be a machinery, it can be a building, it can be a land. This all gets fixed. This is your fixed capital. The capital is there. It is worth 1 lakh. But now it cannot be moved. It cannot be used for something else. It can be only using that land. You can go for some other production and bring out some other kind of money out of it, but you cannot use it in other form. If I have 1 lakh in my hand, I can use it in other forms also. But I have 1 lakh worth land in my hand. How can I use it? So that becomes fixed. So here in fixed also, it is not always the land to be the fixed one. We can say, for examples I have written here, it is tools. I bought a plough. Because I am a farmer, I bought a plough. I bought a spade. I bought a crowbar. These all are fixed. I gave 100 rupees, bought a crowbar. I gave 200 rupees, bought a plough. So these all जो liquid capital is there, that is getting converted into a fixed one, and it is worth but cannot be used for something else, but it has to be used in its own way. These are the fixed ones. This is tool. The machineries, the generators, the pump sets, the water pump sets, we are drawing the water from the lands, the tractors, these all are included into our machinery. We are paying for that one, the liquid cash is being paid for that, and you are getting the machinery or the tools, and that is getting fixed up. That cannot be used for any other purpose. You cannot say take my plow and give me this one. For that you have one more chapter, it is money as credit. In that you will come to know the standard money, how we are using for transactions. So here, once you get an item for any of your money transaction, it gets fixed. These all things are considered to be your fixed capital, which is necessary. Here capital we said, in capital we have two things. This is necessary for your factors of production. So here, the third one is your building, your infrastructure. Even in the farming we can say, after the harvesting I want to store my material. For that I want a warehouse, a godown. That also is my investment. If I don't have, I rent it. So these all becomes your fixed investments. The investment where we have given and it has got fixed is known as your fixed capital. So these are the points. Now you are coming to your working capital. In working capital, what is that? What is that word saying that working capital? Capital is money. Purely it is money. And here it is fixed capital. I have bought a land, I have bought a plough. These all things I bought, and these got fixed up. In working capital, I have the money in my hand, and I am using this money on the day-to-day basis. If I don't give this money, the work is stopped. In spite I have all these things, but my work stops if I don't have working capital in my hand. There should be little of a liquid cash in your hands. So like, for example, I want to buy some seeds. I want to buy some seeds. So I give some money and buy the seeds and go with the sowing. My neighbor comes here, he is on the daily wages. I have to give them daily wage, everyday wage. As per the government rules, we have fixed with 400 to 450 rupees per day as daily wage. So I shall be paying that money there. If I don't pay, I won't be getting the labor force tomorrow. So that is the money I should have in my hand. I cannot make it into a fixed one. I cannot even say that I will give you after a particular time. That goes off into credit, but this is the fixed working capital. After every month, I have to pay the electricity bill. I have to pay something there. So if I don't pay, my bill, my connection gets cut. So I cannot work. So these all things, for the work to get going, keep on going, it is required that the working capital is essential. We have written here for raw materials. For any of the raw materials like it is seeds, pesticides, insecticides, these all things, fertilizers, I want to buy on the daily basis. So when I am buying it, I should pay it immediately. When the payment is done, that is your working capital. For the work to keep on working, for the work to keep on going is known as your working capital. Money in hand is your working capital. Now in 9th standard, till 8th we are with these 3 points. In 9th standard we come to the important. I have given a star here, saying it is human capital. What is this human capital now? What is human? Am I a capital? Am I? Or can I become a capital being a human? What is this human capital? Now it comes to the very important point here. This is the basic one. Now this one goes on with, it is I am the one actual one who is, if I am not there, can these 3 points work by themselves? We have a land, an excellent land, a very fertile land. How did you come to know it is a fertile land? Because you worked, because here it is working. We are the capitals. I am able to understand, I have that potential in me, that whether I can decide, I can make out it is a fertile or unfertile land. If it is an unfertile land, I am leaving it off, I am not working on that and I am working on the fertile land. How did I come to know? Might be it is through my experience, through my education, I come to know about these things. It is a fertile land. Okay, I know. Do you know? If you are having that land and you don't know what to do with that land, what is the use of the land? Waste. Either be it fertile or unfertile, it's waste. Till you don't come to know and you don't work on that and you don't make it productive, it is waste. So you become the main part here. In 9th standard, from here it's going to the higher levels. 9th and 10th will give you the little higher concepts of your economics. So you become the main part here, saying it is human capital. You should be worth it. You should be knowing that one. And you should be having education so that you come to know. Education, yeah, experience. So that you come to know about these points. I have, the laborers are sitting there, but they don't know to work. I am here to pay them, but they don't know to work. So what is the use? So I should be in a position to make them work, to give them some information and make them work. If they work, the land is used. If they don't work, the land is waste. The physical capital, these capitals we have understood. Based on these capitals, again we are also ourselves also capital. This is what the main point is emphasized here. Clear till here? Fine.